Well, if you thought you'd never be seen in prison, this might just change your mind. So I'm Travel Bug Sue, and I now am not overseas, I'm in my own country. And if you want to go into jail but not stay in jail, come with me on the Pentridge tour in Victoria. Well, the 19 tram will take you all the way from Flinders Station to Coburg, to one of the most notorious buildings that has been given an exciting new lease of life. Well, the bluestone slabs that once homed the last man hanged in Australia has now been turned into a fantastic restaurant and a wine bar, and not to mention hotel rooms. Imagine it. Established in 1951, Pentridge remained a prison until 1997, but is now a lifestyle precinct here in Coburg. Well, Pentridge is a heritage listed property still, and you see that by the bluestone that's left on show when you walk throughout the grounds. And there are certain parts like here where there's a wall, an exterior wall that they've kept, so there's a lot of history still there, and you can see the stone there. So as you enter what was the original main block of the jail, you'll see up the stairwell there's like a mini museum. It's the Divisions Gallery, and it tells you the history of when the jail was started and what happened all the way through to the new renovations. There's the original clock tower. It's all glassed off there for you to have a look at, and a lot of history, a lot of reading, but if you're into that, well worth the time. Very well done. And you'll see here there's IGA, so you've got a shopping centre. So there's supermarkets, a lot of little cafes, there's boutiques, newsagents, lots of good stuff to look at, girls and guys, a chemist, everything you need basically, and a fair bit of food. But there's also, yes, and lots of information, so you won't get lost. But there is also a theatre, a cinema, and as you walk back outside here, there's a tavern. So there's also this outdoor seating you see here that you can eat from the cafes. There's heading towards the front of the jail again, and you'll see all the bluestone. That's all original stone there they've kept. So a lot of heritage still here. Now, if you booked one of the guided tours, this is the area you will meet in at the front desk at the very front of the prison, and inside there's also a little bit of history, and this is really well put together as well, and it tells you a few little stories that you're going to head into. Of tours, you can join a guided tour that spans about 90 minutes and explores the different eras of justice from 1951 to 1997 when the prison was closed. Here is the brew dog. That's the bar that's there, or the pub, whatever you want to call it. I think it could be called Screw Dog, but maybe I shouldn't say that. So the areas of the jail were split into divisions. and they were by letters. So this here is H Division, and H Division was high security, discipline and protection as well. We still have that these days in jail, a lot of protection and a lot of famous names here. And this also shows you the what they call the crushing yards, where they get the rocks outside and they crush them, and you'll see that in a moment. And apparently H is for hell. So with today's state-of-art technology, you get to experience this in a different way. So actually you have headphones on, and the actual voices of former guards and inmates provide more information in their journey through the cells. So there's lots of stories and things that went on, and these are spoken from the real people. And the history of H Division is where we are right now. So if you book a tour, this is all included, and you go into each cell, and as you get into each cell, the technology starts, and there's videos on the wall of the people speaking who actually were in those cells. So quite amazing, and there's one there. Great history to listen to from the real people. So some of the names you may know, Peter Dupas, he's an Australian serial killer. There's Ned Kelly, of course, Julian Knight from the Hoddle Street Massacre, Chopper, Mark Chopper Reed, Ronald Ryan, he was the last person to be executed, and Stan Taylor, he's a Russell Street bomber. Lots of names, lots of stories, lots of history, and so well worth the visit here at Pentridge. Now here is H Division's rock breaking yards, and they were demolished in about 2016, I believe, where new buildings went up. And this here is the little history of what those days were. And it's amazing to look around and stand here imagining you in there actually crushing those rocks. And the guards above would be looking down. So Pentridge also offers night tours. I call them ghost tours, I reckon. Bring the children along, why not? It's $45 for an adult and $40 for a concession, and they only go on Thursdays, Fridays and Saturdays, to let you know. And they are 6:30 and 8:30. Now for the hotel. So here, 19 heritage suites have been added to the former Division B section, which offers guests the chance to stay in historic converted prison cells. Imagine that. But look at this. They've done a spectacular job of making all these cells into wonderful hotel rooms, a bar and a restaurant, and even a pool. Now this has been seen nowhere in Australia. And you can also get accommodation and dining packages. So in all the one deal, you get a personalised itinerary with a selection of hosted signature experiences, and you get a welcome drink, complimentary mini bar, turn down amenities just like a hotel, and a la carte breakfast in these wonderful suites. These are high end, and I can't believe that I'm in a prison. So the original prison walls still stand because, as I said, it is a heritage site. And that's that there. Amazing. The old, yes, Pentridge, as it is now, today. Look at that. So I will add all the links at the bottom for you to take this chance and unlock any potential you may have of being in a prison. Well, this is it. Go to the old Pentridge. I'm Travel Bug Sue. I hope you've enjoyed this. Look out for more, and I'll see you soon.